the version of you that got you here is not going to get you to where you're going. So here's how to evolve who you are as well as your style. I'm Bukhalo Gantala, and this is Beyond the Pattern. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome back. This is the last episode in our 4-part series. We've talked about recognizing when your patterns aren't working, understanding how your inner world shapes your outer results, and leaning into uncertainty. Today, we're talking about reinvention, why growth isn't just about climbing higher. It's about growing and evolving deeper. There's research from PwC showing that 42% of CEOs don't think their businesses will survive the next 10 years unless they reinvent themselves and reinvent their businesses. And it's not really just about companies. It's people, the strategies, the habits and beliefs that got you here might not carry you forward. We saw that with Maya and Devin in the last few episodes. They thought the promotion was the finish line, but once they stepped into those roles, they realized what worked before wasn't enough. Reinvention isn't about throwing away who you are. It's about building on what's true and letting go of what's not. And here's the thing, reinvention isn't a complete makeover either. It's just an upgrade. Maybe that means rethinking what success looks like, moving beyond titles and into something that actually respects your time and your life. Maybe it means getting braver about saying no to work that doesn't align anymore. And courage can come in different forms. So I know some of you may be thinking, maybe based on your culture and who you report to, or even your environment, maybe saying no feels like a stretch. Maybe if you're not saying no, it's about finding more ways to push back, finding more ways to create some boundaries or space for you to tap into more of what you need to do well in your life and in your career. But looking at the patterns that once helped you succeed is going to make a difference, especially when you ask if they're still serving you. Here are a few questions to sit with. What part of how I lead still works and what doesn't? Where am I resisting change just because it's uncomfortable? Who do I need to become for the season I'm in now? And if you're ready to start your reinvention, join me for Beyond the Pattern Live. It's a 90-minute training that we're launching as a pilot in a few weeks. And it'll teach you different frameworks so I can walk you through applying it to your situation. From there, you can leave with a clear plan for next steps. I'm keeping it to a small group, so it's going to be first come, first serve, and the link's in the show notes. So go ahead and click for the details and reach out if you have any questions. Here's another piece of information I wanted to give you. It's related to an article I came across in Forbes. What it says is real transformation starts with leaders changing first. The biggest shifts don't begin in strategy. They begin in your head, in your mind. So even Forbes is acknowledging that self-leadership is an important place to start before you start working on all the different groups around you. Now, let me answer 2 quick questions. How do I know if it's time to reinvent? Pay attention to the friction. If what used to work feels heavy or out of alignment, that's your signal. There are times in our life or even at work where we notice friction, we notice resistance, we notice a breakdown or upset of some form. And in these moments, it's very common to feel some degree of being familiar, like it feels like deja vu, like I've been here before. Those are the moments you need to pay attention to. Like, this happened 2 times in the same week, or this is the 5th jerk boss I've had. Why am I here again? It's just an opportunity to put a mirror up. Next question is, what if reinvention feels overwhelming? And the thing is, when it comes to growth or change, you're really expanding your outlook, your mindset, your way of operating. And so it's going to feel uncomfortable at first, but that's natural. The goal is to start small, one new habit at a time. And once you have that underway, you can create one better boundary, one brave decision, and those small moves start to stack up. So if you're ready to make the shift, join me on Beyond the Pattern Live. Click the link for more details in the description. And remember that reinvention shows up in every leadership story. And that's exactly what you'll hear about in the next episode. Sean Boyles is who I'm going to interview on the next episode. I'm so excited for you to hear that episode because Sean is a CEO who chose to step back at the height of his success. And what we'll talk about is why he paused and what he learned and how he's rethinking what leadership means. His story is proof that transformation starts on the inside. It's also proof that these challenges in the workplace don't just affect one or two levels. It affects all levels. It's really something we need to pay attention to. Now, if you're ready to begin your own reinvention, join me on Beyond the Pattern Live. Again, all the details are below. What I want to leave you with is your next chapter isn't waiting for perfect timing. It's really waiting for you to decide. And once you change your pattern, you change your world. See you next time. Thank you for listening, and have a good week. Bye, everybody. Thanks for listening to Beyond the Pattern. If this episode spoke to you, leave a review or send a message. I read every note, and you can reach out to me to get more tools and resources at bucalaogentala.com.